Hey gals, this is Nola Brantley from Los Angeles, California, the Golden State. I spent 15 years in the nonprofit sector as a leader, and for the last 7 years, I've been training professionals across disciplines with a huge emphasis on self-care. Question: what would you be looking at if the dream that you have is already realized? That is an excellent question, as I will be talking to you about visualization. And the dream that you have already being realized is a core part of visualization. Visualization is really quite simple, and so the practice itself is not complicated, but us doing the practice and doing it for a period of time that actually renders the results that we're hoping for, I think can be more of the challenge for people. But it is a simple practice. You sit in a comfortable position, very common to meditation. You close your eyes and you imagine. And what do you imagine? You imagine what it looks like, what it feels like, what it tastes like to be living your life with your dream already realized. You're not imagining all the steps it takes to get there. That has its place, but not in visualization. You are imagining that you are already there. And that is a wonderful place to be. So visualization is a really useful technique and another thing that we should have in our toolbox for life and really for care. You know, with visualization, it can help you reach your goals and ultimately live your dreams. It really works by getting your mind and body ready for what's going to happen next, and that is the life that you desire. And like with exercise, you can't just sit down and visualize once or twice and then expect the life of your dreams to pop up. It's something you have to do consistently and over time so that you can see the full benefits. You know, the daily practice of visualizing your dreams as already complete or your goal as already complete can rapidly accelerate achieving the dream or goal, right? And so it's really useful, right? Who does not want to accelerate, especially achieving a dream? And visualization, the daily practice of visualization, can help us get there. So it is a wonderful thing. Many people, and this is the funny part, aren't aware of how powerful visualizing really is in their life. And this is evident by the fact that many people use visualizations, but they use it to get what they don't want out of life instead of what they do want out of life. So it is powerful, and we need to become aware of its power so we can use it to our benefit and not to our detriment. There are many people, famous people, who use visualizations who have created some amazing lives. One example would be Oprah Winfrey. Another one would be Will Smith. And in Oprah Winfrey's case, she came from little to nothing and has created a life probably beyond her imagination and beyond many of our imaginations through visualization. So it wasn't actually beyond her imagination, as you can see, because she imagined it. Oprah and Will, they swear by the power of visualizations. So visualizations really activates the creative powers of our subconscious mind, motivating us to work harder and even do things that we wouldn't usually do in order to get closer to achieving that dream or goal that we are visualizing. So there's a few steps you want to consider when doing visualizations. The first one is know what you want. Before you start trying to visualize, this life of your dreams, you got to know what that life looks like for you. So you want to be as clear as possible with yourself about what you want. And then kind of as the next step, describe your vision in as much detail as possible. So this might mean before visualization, taking some time to write it out. This might mean doing something like creating a vision board so you get really clear about what that is. But whatever tactic you use, you want to be really clear and as much detail as possible about the visualization. You also, once you have the clarity and the detail, you can start visualizing. And you also want to create the emotions, right? So how does it feel, to have achieved this dream, right? Opposed to kind of just all, what do you think about it? But also, what does it feel like in your body? What does it feel like to be in this place of not trying to achieve it, but having the dream achieved as if it was your reality right now? You also want to make sure you're taking daily actions, right? The life that we want to create won't happen purely through visualizations. We also have to be creating, be taking daily actions towards that dream. Now, visualization will help motivate us in terms of taking those daily actions, but we still need to take them. We also need to have grit and persevere. Challenges, not kind of like when challenges come up. Not if challenges come up, but when challenges come up, right? We're still going to need to push forward. And so one of the things that I think could be really helpful is when you're visualizing, visualize some of those challenges. And also visualize yourself overcoming them, stepping over them, stepping under them, stepping to the side of them. Ultimately, they do not get in the way of achieving your dream. You can also use affirmations to support your visualization, and self-affirmations are so powerful in and of themselves. And if you meditate, guided or not, do your visualizations immediately after you meditate, right? So the deepened state that we reach within meditation heightens the impact of visualizations. So we get to combine a few things there and have an even greater impact. You want to aim to practice your visualization exercise daily and do it in a quiet place. And again, you want to make sure that what you're visualizing has as much detail as possible. And remember, focus on the life you want to create. Focus on those goals you want to achieve. That's what you want to visualize. You want to visualize those goals and dreams as if they have already happened. And be careful to not visualize things that you don't want, because the power of visualization is real. So I hope that you are able to add this tool to your tool chest and visualize the life that you want.